Properties, there we go. Alright. Mic up and running. Coin tossed. Let's get into the action. And testing on 1, 2. Alright, and we're off. Hopefully all the players load. I'm pretty sure they will. 4. There we go.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
First ban, Nature's Prophet for Vegaro Esports. We'll probably be seeing some interesting bans, if not ordinary bans, like Nature's Prophet, Tiny, Maybe an Abaddon, Night Stalker. What else?
10
Silencer.
seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Magnus, of
Dire
course.
team ban.
And the Shaker ban comes out.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What will be next? Night Stalker, there we go. And then they'll probably have to choose between... Oh, okay, the Silencer ban comes out. What will Vegaro ban? Maybe...
10 seconds remaining.
Ah, the Abaddon, of course. Alright. What would the first pick be? BEE.
Dire team pick.
Ancient Apparition. Pretty big in the pro scene at the moment. Teams have been
Radiant
second
team.
second picking it, not second phasing it. And a Weaver for Scourgeborn. Not as popular anymore, but still a very, very good pick. And now second phase of bans.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe
5 seconds
I don't really know
remaining.
what
Radiant
else would be
team
banned
ban.
actually. Wraith King ban? Okay. Ancient Apparition will probably have a hard time versus the Weaver because of
10
Weaver
seconds
just
remaining.
having a haste rune with Invis as his W
5 seconds
and then
remaining.
throwing his bugs out, making Ancient's
Dire
low
team ban.
armor even lower, and then probably just killing him. And a DK ban coming out for Vegaro Esports. Scourgeborn has a ban, and then they have to pick a hero. Maybe
10
they
seconds
ban
remaining. Dire team pick.
Gyrocopter, of course. Could have seen that one coming from yesterday.
Radiant team pick.
Clockwork pick next, so that's the two supports most likely for Scourgeborn.
Radiant team pick.
And a Medusa pickup for Vegaro. Most likely a offlane Medusa, as it's becoming really popular amongst, I want to say, ranked games and the pro scene.
10 seconds remaining.
Will they pair it up with a
5
Keeper of
seconds
the Light
remaining.
or a Lion? Giving some extra mana. Both of those heroes would suffer versus Clockwork though, and Clockwork can already burn Medusa's mana fairly well. I highly doubt that Vegaro would pick an anti-mage right now. It's probably the only hero that works against that. This Medusa and Invoker. But generally Evokers go the Exort build, so that won't happen until later in the game. And Medusa's timing is very early. As soon as she gets her Meteor Hammer, it's pretty hard to deal with her. Most likely a Tusk pickup for some knockdown. And it worked well with Medusa, at least in
Dire
offlane.
team pick.
Okay, they go Mars. So it's probably Medusa carry then. Mars would be offlane, I'm assuming, if not mid. So there's still some question marks coming out for Scourgeborn. They don't know where
10
these heroes
seconds
could go,
remaining.
or are going to go, should I say.
5 seconds remaining.
What would Scourgeborn answer them with? some mana burn heroes has to be in the pool, I have to say. They can't really pick an AM now. That would really not be advantageous for them, I want to say.
Dire team pick.
Centaur Warrunner. Okay, and that's also fairly popular in the pro scene, specifically for Team Spirit. Generally a good hero versus Medusa as well. Pangolier, Diffusal, Natural Diffusal Boulder. It's a very good pick for them. Does suffer a little bit against Rod of Athos, which Ancient Apparition would probably build, and Medusa as well.
5 seconds remaining.
So now it's Vegaro's pick, and they'll probably show a support. Something like Tusk, maybe? They need some lockdown. And it would be good physical damage. Timbersaw, okay, wow. Timbersaw, very good pick versus Clockwork, Pangolier and Centaur. However, the cogs could be troublesome for Timbersaw.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team ban.
So it's probably a mid Timbersaw. Or maybe it's a 4 Medusa. As we've seen Zaxa do that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ursa ban coming out. It's a very good ban. Very good for objectives like Tormentor and Roche.
Dire team ban.
Monkey King ban coming out for Scourgeborn. Probably just to protect the Pangolier.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
And a Queen of Pain ban. Queen of Pain, a very good ban in my opinion. Pangolier will suffer a lot versus Queen of Pain. My bad.
5 seconds remaining.
Apologies. Last ban for Vegaro Esports, will it be a anti-mage ban? Anti-mage is really good versus all of their heroes.
Radiant team.
Lifestealer ban, and maybe they pick up the anti-mage then, because they have 3 beefy heroes that's gonna be hard to deal with. Medusa not really beefy, but that mana shield can be an issue. Then they steal the anti-mage away from Scourgeborn. And anti-mage is decent against Centaur, good versus Pango.
Dire team pick.
And a Juggernaut. Okay, also very good versus Pangolier. Pangolier with his Rolling Thunder where the ball rolls. Juggernaut will just Omni Slash him when he's alone and he just dies.
10 seconds remaining.
And now they need
5
to
seconds
answer with
remaining.
Scourgeborn with a carry. So maybe something like Terrorblade. Maybe a Maelstrom Boulder. Maybe they put the Weaver on carry, which would be beneficial for them. And then they just pick up another support. Although, Anti-Mage is still a good pick. You can reflect the Juggernaut Omni Slash if you've got some quick fingers. And Terrorblade would probably struggle versus Timbersaw Mars combo. And they go Templar Assassin. Also
Select your heroes.
a decent pick. Good versus Timbersaw, good versus Mars. Only issue okay, it's also good versus Juggernaut. However, if you don't have refraction charges and Juggernaut gets to Omni Slash you, you just die. Unless you go Invis, but knowing these players, they'll probably have Dust or Sentries ready before Templar Assassin gets to dodge Omni Slash. And also Juggernaut, very good pick versus the Clockwork. If you get cogs, you just spin, you hit a cog, you get out, or you kill the Clockwork in return. And it's a mid-Mars. Very interesting. Mid-Mars, 3 Timbersaw, 4 Medusa, carry Juggernaut, 5 Ancient Apparition, and then it's a mid-Pangolier, Clockwork 4, a 5 Weaver with the Templar Assassin, carry, and then the Centaur offlane. Depending on who gets the jump, I think that team gets the win in a fight, most likely. However, Centaur Warrunner could have a problem versus the Juggernaut and Ancient Apparition. Getting cold feet with the AA slow and then into spin. If he's like half HP, he'll just die, most likely. And this is game 1 of Scourgeborn, the Dire, versus Vegaro Esports, the Radiant. And of course a pause coming out. Excuse me. So for the side of Vegaro Esports, they have B on Ancient Apparition, Junaid on Mars, Baron Biceps on Timbersaw, Skip on Medusa, and Juggernaut on Remedy. On the side of Scourgeborn, they have McLucky Templar Assassin, Acerith on Weaver, Tombstone 77 Clockwork, TITANCUP Major on the Centaur Warrunner, and Nobody the Player on Pangolier. Depending on how fast the Pangolier gets his defusal, I believe he could make some pretty big moves around the map. Lines being drawn. Both teams will most likely be smoking up, getting a high ground to sit on top of. Maybe just waiting for people to walk up the high ground and kill them immediately, or they might look to make the first move either way. Just getting some vision down, then running to the other person's high ground.
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
Some beautiful mid lane towers over here. Beautiful top lane tower. And a beautiful top lane tower. Oh, another beautiful tower in the bottom lane. And another beautiful tower in the bottom lane. Alright. We'll probably be starting soon, and some old chats coming out. Should be starting soon, guys. Apologies if we're impatient and waiting for the game to start. Vegaro is ready, and we're off. Both teams smoking up.
Good.
Probably just looking to get some vision down in the mid lane, then go to their high ground. Scourgeborn hugging their high ground right here. And the Templar Assassin already has the meld ready for if someone walks up the high ground.
My gratitude is yours. "30 seconds to battle." Is this on?
Both teams just waiting for their bounty runes to spawn, not looking to make any drastic decisions. Don't want to feed that first blood. Vegaro Esports will be securing bottom and Scourgeborn securing top bounty runes. Let's see what they have in store for us. What the herald was that? I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm a herald myself. A herald at heart. I would want to keep my eyes on this bottom lane because I feel a lot of action is going to be happening here between already some pokes coming out onto the Centaur Warrunner, around about half HP. Clockwork putting in the Ras. Top lane. Not much will be happening until this Timbersaw gets level 3, I'm assuming. Doing some early damage, getting some nice bugs onto the Medusa, getting that XPs. Mars leading with CS mid lane, it's a cheeky deny at the tower, takes a few shots though. Juggernaut farming it up, already has 5 denies. And Centaur already struggling versus this poke damage. Clockwork and Centaur gets this Ancient Apparition isolated, then they most likely will be able to kill him. Spin coming out from Juggernaut, little bit too late. Doing some damage, and another crit onto that Centaur Warrunner. Looking a little bit hurt over here. And he'll be shipping a salve. Medusa, Timbersaw doing pretty well in the offlane. Medusa has 0 mana left almost. And a pull coming out from the Weaver. A stacked pull. This is a very big... And I missed first blood, of course. I should have been ready for that. Didn't commit spin. Could commit spin for the Centaur Warrunner, which happens. Maybe they get a double kill onto the Juggernaut. They do. Clockwork. A little bit too late for the TP in and save. How is mid going? Pretty even. Few more denies onto the Mars. Pretty big wave coming in. And they get a kill onto the Weaver top lane with the Timbersaw. Juggernaut with the double crit. Weaver TPing in. Probably just looking to annoy this Timbersaw again. Could lose a fair amount of HP if Timbersaw turns around, but he doesn't have Whirling Death, alright. So never mind that. Medusa, half mana. And the Centaur really struggling versus the Juggernaut Ancient Apparition. Juggernaut wouldn't want to spin here, otherwise going under tower. Not advantageous for them. And mid lane, Mars getting pretty low with this Pangolier spells. Already has his 1 charges, he's got 11. Need to be careful on the Mars. Medusa snatches a water rune, just being annoying. Almost lands the root. Might have turned into a kill there for them. Pangolier does have the 1 charges to play around. Facing 2. Might 1 charges coming out with a Fairy Fire. Barely survives. And Mars denied. Weaver denies the water rune there, and they get the rebuttal onto the Mars. Juggernaut absolutely demolishing bottom lane at the moment. Gets another double kill, and he's very happy with this.
What the herald was that?
Medusa just sapping the gold and experience that's left by the Mars, dying. And it seems Timbersaw would be fairly happy with what's happening top lane. Fairly uncontested versus the Templar Assassin 1v1. Not much Templar can really do in my opinion. And Juggernaut almost has level 3 spin. They might get another kill here. Gets the level 3 spin. They're onto the Clockwork. He's going to spin now. Never mind. Doesn't need to commit it. In the end, the siege creep kills the Clockwork. Regen rune spawned top for Mars. That's gonna get it. Spearing the Pangolier away. And Templar looking to go aggressive with the Meld Strike. And we'll just back off. Timbersaw looking to make a play and skip. The Medusa will catch the kill onto the Weaver. And a solo kill comes out from the Mars with the regen rune running onto the Pangolier. Juggernaut diving bottom tower. Gets his 5th kill. Fairly happy. Wisdom rune spawning soon. And looks like they're going to secure it bottom lane.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's
And Medusa
bottom
will be
tower is
securing
under
their
attack.
own top. Big XP advantage coming
I
out.
don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Junaid with a double kill top lane, using his arena, killing the Weaver and TA. Juggernaut got his level 6 chest now, looking to use it onto the Clockwork. He's solo and he gets the kill. And they lose the tower bottom lane.
But Dire's bottom tower is under attack, if that's the proper term for it, and I believe it is.
Going the Maelstrom build onto the Juggernaut. A 6k net worth lead at 8 minutes.
Your death abyss isn't over.
Invis rune and a Juggernaut TP out from bottom. Beautiful play. Smoke coming out on mid,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
being dewarded on mid. Some action going to go down here. They might get a kill onto this Ancient Apparition. Nice roll coming through. And Weaver will secure the kill. That's a pretty big kill for the support and mid laner. And Weaver TPing top just to annoy this Timbersaw, but has to be careful. Timbersaw could always just turn around and blow him up between the trees. Juggernaut at 5.3k net worth before 10 minutes, and he has this big wave already coming in for him. Some action top lane. Weaver goes down. Root barely misses, and they get the return kill onto Ancient Apparition. Looking for more, going onto the Timbersaw. Clockwork might be able to get the cogs here. Junaid with the Invis rune gets the arena spear and a double God's Rebuke, securing 2 kills onto the Pangolier and Clockwork. Templar Assassin nowhere left to run really, tries to make the best of the situation. Might go down here, juking a little bit. And finally falls. Centaur trying to save his buddy and might go down as well, but there's no stuns following, so only the Medusa is almost on him. Snake coming out soon. And Juggernaut cleans up the kill. 7k net worth lead at 10 minutes. Vegaro still looking to take this top tower. Weaver being a Weaver and just being annoying. Juggernaut not looking to finish the Mjolnir first. He will be going a Yasha before Mjolnir most likely. Haste rune bottled onto the Pangolier. Could use that, and Omni Slash going down. Monster kill onto the Juggernaut bottom. Timbersaw will be going Lotus Orb first. And Mars, 100 gold away from his blink, finishes off the wave and finishes his blink. Medusa looking to go the Meteor Hammer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Some pressure being put on mid lane by Vegaro. Clockwork looking to cog someone. Almost finds two. He finds Junaid and the Ancient Apparition. Juggernaut comes in with a spin, gets a clean-up kill onto the Clockwork. Roll coming out from Pangolier and disengages. Big arena coming through. Junaid might finish off the kill here. Gets stunned onto the Mars. Medusa, Stone Gaze coming out, spin onto the Centaur, and they finish off Junaid. Weaver getting the big cleanup kill. Has his urn and one charge is coming out onto the Medusa. Very clutch. No Omni Slash for them to play around. Centaur has not leveled his ulti, unfortunately. Might have been able to get a few cleanup kills here. Timbersaw diving top lane. Not much TA can do. But Timbersaw has to be careful here. Weaver coming in. Has his bugs ready. No urn charges, unfortunately. And misses the slow on the traps. Vegaro looking to finish this tower, if not get a few kills, top lane. More TPs coming in. No arena though. Juggernaut still happily farming it out bottom. Ancient Apparition. Got his mana boots. Weaver pretty close to his Spirit Vessel.
Radiant's bottom tower is being
And a
subjected to
Glimmer
extreme
next for
violence.
Mars.
A little something extra for the effort.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Juggernaut has his Yasha. Let's see what he wants to finish next. Maybe Mjolnir? If not SNY? Yeah, there we go. Queues up the Mjolnir. And Centaur finishes his Vanguard. Still has to be careful of Juggernaut, has plenty of damage. And Omni Slash coming out, and that's a holy shit streak for the Juggernaut. They get a Wisdom Rune,
Dire's top tower
and there's
is
still
being
one
attacked
top
like
available
nobody's
for
business.
Vegaro, if they look to take it. Weaver looking to go onto this Ancient Apparition, but Ancient Apparition is aware of that and just TP's home. Medusa, Mars, pressuring out mid lane. Has that Meteor Hammer finished on Medusa. Probably looking to go a lot of Atos next. And Mars changed to a Halberd rather than the AA Blast coming out top. Will miss. TP in from the Weaver. And Juggernaut spinning this TA down, finishes it off. Time lapse coming out, saving himself on Weaver. And he gets... that was really close. Might still go down here. Timbersaw finishing it off with a Timber Chain. There we go. And Junaid gets a kill onto the Pangolier mid lane. An absolute bloodbath right now.
Tower is under attack.
Juggernaut almost 10 minutes worth. 15 minutes in. And the mid tower for Dire is falling fairly quickly. They do have fortification ready if they want to use it. And Clockwork not level 6 yet. This is really troublesome right now.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is
Dire
being
needs to
subjected to extreme violence.
try and find something.
Dire's middle tower
No arena. Juggernaut not really the healthiest right now, but does have Omni Slash.
Dire's
Centaur
top
looking
tower
to
is
go
under attack.
Blink Note. Lotus Orb just finished onto the Timbersaw. Medusa got bugged, but she gets to walk it off.
Must I repeat myself?
Arena up in 10 seconds. They might be looking to go aggressive here on Vegaro. Misses the spear, Centaur Warrunner also comes out. TA looking to pressure bottom, and Arena comes out onto the clockwork. Solo, they say, we don't give you anything. And Junaid might fall here, no? Pangolier gets speared back. Weaver does help the Pango finish Mars off. Stone Gaze stops the Rolling Thunder. And they're looking for more. Pangolier does go down. Weaver does finish off the Ancient Apparition, not getting to TP out. Weaver going for his Rod of Atos instead of the Spirit Vessel. Does make sense. So then Ancient Apparition can't TP out. Juggernaut looking to go bottom. Spins onto the Central Warrunner. Does he actually? He gets the kill. Juggernaut, no Omni Slash. Low mana. Rooting to spear. And they finish off the clockwork. Looking to go aggressive here in the dire jungle. Weaver can't help out the Pangolier. AA Blast coming in into the arena. Pangolier goes down. Central Warrunner ulti. TA looking to finish the AA. Gets it done. And Juggernaut just hammering into these heroes. Spear comes out onto the Central Warrunner. And a double Meteor Hammer lands with spin. 16k net worth lead for Radiant right now. Timbers are not even required in these fights.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Made? No. Juggernaut has Omni Slash. They can't test this really. Does have the defusal on the Pangolier. Gets stunned up. Omni Slash comes out. Creeps gets fortified. They might get a rebuttal kill on to Juggernaut. Massive. That is a massive kill for the Weaver. And Junaid just getting stunned up by the Rolling Thunder. Can't move. Timbersaw. Medusa trying to TP out. Roderick just cancels that. Pangolier goes down by the Timbersaw. Medusa stunned up. Meteor hammering on herself. Misses. And Timbersaw trying to TP out. Rodovator's on cooldown. Will be allowed to escape. Weaver looking for more. Looking for the AA, but might not find him. They decide to not go for it. Arena coming out onto the TA, and Juggernaut will finish that one out. Scourgeborn looking to finish the Medusa mid lane. Clockwork Cogs. Medusa ulti. Ice Blast coming in. Hits on the 2. Missed hook shot. Rolling Thunder comes through, stunning up. And they might be able to finish the Medusa off here. So close. Spear comes out onto the Pangolier. They don't get to finish him off. And Juggernaut cleans up. Triple kill for the Juggernaut. Wisdom runes have spawned. Junaid looking to steal this wisdom. Oh, barely gets it onto the Weaver. Might get punished here by... No. No follow-up. No more mana onto the Weaver. Weaver level 16 just because of that kill onto the Juggernaut. Juggernaut solo Omni slashing the Centaur and Centaur just goes down. Looking to spend con TP. He might get punished here. Timbersaw going onto the Pantaleer. Weaver looking to punish the Juggernaut, but decides to not. Spear comes out onto the Templar Assassin with Ice Blast following, and Templar Assassin goes down. Timbersaw blows up the Weaver, almost the Pangolier as well, and he might just finish the job. There we go. Finishes the job. Rax falling for Dire Scourgeborn. Absolute smackdown from the
I saw that ending from miles away.
Timbersaw has his arguments, and I don't think Scourgeborn will be able to kill Timbersaw, really. Ford coming out for Dire. Looking to do damage to Timbersaw, but he's just an absolute tank. There's no way this man's going down. Has no more mana left. Juggernaut Aghanim with Swift Slash coming out. Ice Blast coming into the Dire Fountain. Roll, looking through his onto the Timbersaw, barely misses. And an AoE cold feet into triple root, just cleaning up kills. And this is most likely the game. Juggernaut diving into the fountain. Looking for more. Margarina coming out. Maybe another Swift Slash. Swift Slash came out. No, that was a full Omni Slash. Swift Slash not ready yet. And GG's are called from Scourgeborn. Game 1 goes to Vegaro Esports. Lucky game. Really snuck that one away. Probably just another 5-minute break before game 2, or they might just immediately start. Alright, just give it a few minutes for game 2. Don't go anywhere, you'll be missing a lot of slaughtering. And I'm back. Game 2 will almost be up, ladies and gentlemen. Should be just another 1 or 2 minutes, maybe 3. And then we'll get game 2 going. Die Hund, hij blaf. Both teams ready. And game 2 will be underway. Scourgeborn with the first ban. Most likely a Nature's Prophet ban coming out.
10
Tiny.
seconds remaining.
What else was there? Night Stalker.
5 seconds
Magnus.
remaining. Dire team
A
banned.
tiny ban. Vegaro. Probably looking to ban Nature's Prophet again.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe the Night Stalker.
Dire team ban. Radiant team.
And
Dire
Earthshaker
team
ban.
Dire
Magnus
team
ban. Weaver ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team
And a
banned.
Tinker ban from Vegaro Esports.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Monkey King ban. And maybe a first
Dire
pick
Radiant
Medusa.
team banned.
Silencer. Also a very good pick. And an instant pick Wind Ranger from Vegaro. Excuse me.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Ember ban. Maybe
Dire team banned.
Medusa ban, of course.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
And a Spectre ban.
Radiant team pick.
And Bane pick. So it's most likely a 4 Wind Ranger, 5 Bane then. I highly doubt it's an offlane Wind Ranger, like I see in my ranked games. Believe we've all had,
10
had
seconds
that
remaining.
experience. They either go 11 and 1 or
5 seconds remaining.
1 and 11.
Radiant team pick.
And a Tidehunter pickup from Scourgeborn. Fairly good pick. Can dispel the Bane ulti. The Bane sleep as well.
Dire team pick.
However, he might have a hard time versus the Wind Ranger Focus Fire and a Hoodwink to follow. Looking to cancel the Bane grip. And they do have the Silencer Global Silence for Bane ulti, so
10
probably
seconds.
won't have
Dire
any
team,
issues with the grip.
Radiant team.
And a Dragon Knight pickup with an Invoker. So then it's a carry Dragon Knight? Mid lane Invoker.
Ten seconds remaining.
Might be looking to pick the mid laner here for
5 seconds
Scourgeborn.
remaining.
No Ember in the pool. Perhaps Pangolier is a very good pick versus Valkyr again. Pangolier, not really Storm Spirit, they have too much lockdown for him, especially with the Bane Fiend's grip. They could consider it with the Silencer. Monkey King's banned out, can't pick that versus Valkyr.
Radiant team banned.
And they decide to go Odie. So some saving potential, a lot of pure damage. A very good pick versus a lot of Vegaro's
Dire
heroes.
team ban.
Only hero I think it'd have problems against is Windranger, maybe? If Windranger has a BKB, she gets the Wind Run off while Outworld Devourer's W's on cooldown. But so far
10
Scourgeborn,
seconds remaining.
some very good picks versus Vegaro
5
heroes.
seconds remaining.
Mars ban coming from Scourgeborn. Vegaro looking to ban a carry hero now. Maybe banning Lifestealer, or what else is there? Ursuline, there we go. And possibly Templar
10
Assassin?
seconds remaining.
Or
Radiant team
oh, okay, Templar
ban.
Assassin ban. I was thinking maybe Terrorblade. Terrorblade could be a really good pick for Scourgeborn.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Axe ban coming out from Scourgeborn. Looking to pick their carry. Thinking Terrorblade might have some problems versus the Bane or Banevoker. But
10
there is his
seconds
global
remaining.
silence to save him from Fiend's Grip.
Dire team pick.
And a Kunkka.
Choose your hero, my
A
good
Kunkka
friend.
carry. And a last pick Ringmaster from Vegaro. So then it's an carry win rate, no? It's a mid lane Dragon Knight, carry Wind Ranger, offlane Ringmaster. Alright. Interesting picks. I'm not sure about the offlane Ringmaster. He'll probably have some trouble versus the Kunkka. So Dragon Knight and Wind Ranger will probably be the heroes to look out for, and the Invoker. Alright, so for the side of Vegaro Esports, Dire, we have Skip on the Bane, B on Invoker, Junaid, Dragon Knight, Remedy Wind Ranger, and the Berend Biceps Ringmaster. On the side of Radiant, we have Asirith on Silencer, Tombstone 77 on Hoodwink, Nobody on Outworld Devourer or Outworld Destroyer, that's the word. Kunkka, McLucky, and Mr. TITANCUP Major Tidehunter. Smokes coming out from both sides,
30
going on to the
seconds to
opposite
battle.
heels. The opposite
Hello?
from East, west, mid.
Calm yourselves.
Opposite from game 1 coming out here. Looking to secure 2 runes.
Battle begins.
Top lane for Radiant.
Is this it?
Dragonite might have some issues with the Outworld Destroyer mid. Hoodwink TPing to the safe lane, and it's a early, almost tri lane. Hoodwink maybe looking to get back to top. Asir is going down for first blood.
First blood. Let this nightmare never end.
Invoker zoning out the Tidehunter. Mid lane, DK doing very well with the last hit so far. Has 3 denies. And Odie struggling right now. But as the levels go on, Odie could just really be annoying versus the DK. Tidehunter being zoned out by the Invoker. All 3 cores, top of the CS for Vegaro Esports at the moment. Queen Ranger getting bushwhacked by the Rink, and a shackle coming out in return from Remedy. A nice torrent coming out from Kunkka. Curse. And a nice save coming out from Ringmaster onto the Bane with the Strongman tonic. That's some good tonic. And Kunkka lags out. What is Dota without a pause? Not Dota, ladies and gentlemen. Dankie.
Farm.
Dankie.
My purpose fulfilled.
Should be back in a jiffy. Should be seeing less action in mid lane from the supports this game. Haroon's not being as effective. Or should I say essential for the mid laners. And we're off. Lotus picked up by Bane. Around about 8 stick charges for them. A lot of damage coming out onto the Kunkka. And Silencer is zoning the rest off. They get a return kill onto the Invoker top lane. OD absolutely suffering mid lane. 8-3 versus the 20-13. Will be an early level 6 for the Dragon Knight.
Brace yourself for bad tidings.
Some stuff came out onto the Tidehunter and finished off with Wind Rangers. What do you call that again? Power Shot. There we go. That's the name. Ringmaster doing surprisingly well in the offlane. And a Torrent coming out with an Arcane Curse. Maybe getting a kill onto the Bane. Tidebringer to follow possibly. Oh! And just misses the Tidebringer. Would have been saved by the Bane sleeping anyway, but very nice try. Dragon Knight 3 levels into the Breathe Fire, excuse me, making it really hard for Outworld Devourer to last it. Understandable, I've been in that situation. And power trades onto the Wind Ranger, finished. Getting bushwhacked, gushed, and they might get a kill onto the Wind Ranger here. Doesn't seem like it. Bottom, Kunkka goes down.
And not in a good way.
Ooh, Invoker survives with almost no HP. Gush coming out onto the Wind Ranger, but will have no follow-up damage for finishing the kill. Dragon Knight pretty low at the moment. Does have his dragon form. Does have to be careful as soon as Odin hits level 6. Although taking some nice damage. Dragon Knight has his dragon form. Getting banished again. Some more kills going in the side lanes. And a shield rune for the Dragon Knight. Bane TP to mid. Last bit of damage needed to finish off the Outworld. No Sunstrike coming out. Stun coming out onto the Silencer and gets finished off with Breathe Fire. Sunstrike looking to hit its mark, but Bane will finish the kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tidehunter getting focus fired. Might go down here. Power shot coming through and goes down. Hoodwink looking to be taken down next. Gets a nice bushwhack, cold snap, and last right click.
Radiant's top tower
Ringmaster
is under
just
attack,
hit his level 6.
and not in a good way. It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Cold snap coming out onto the Tidehunter. Being dove. Gets the... Oh, power shot almost kills the Tidehunter, and Remedy escapes with like 20 HP. Maybe Tidehunter goes down here, and the last right click with the cold snap will finish him off. No more resources onto the Invoker. Mid lane, Outworld Destroyer will go down. DK with the double damage, just running these zeros down. Mid tower looking to be taken.
There appears to be some sort of
Sunstrike
at work.
looking to kill the
Radiant's middle tower is
steal
under
a kill,
attack.
should I say. Bane just a little bit too. Mid lane tower does go down.
Tower has
TP
fallen.
in from OD.
Someone must be very
Just a banish and a Sunstrike, Bane, Fiend's Grip, and Power Shot to finish it off. Beautiful coordination. Looking to set up onto mid lane here. OD gets slipped. No more banish. Sunstrike will hit and DK stun will secure the kill. TITANCUP comes out onto the Ringmaster with the torrent and
top tower
gets
is
that
under
kill.
attack.
Wind Ranger, Shackle Shot, Focus Fire,
Tower is
and Tidehunter will go down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Bane throwing around the cheese.
Middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things. I don't mean to be alarmist, but
Regen on top for the DK will be perfect. Invoker getting banished bottom, looking to set up a kill, gets bushwhacked, and the Ringmaster really coming into play. No detection, unfortunately. And the Sunstrike Tame the Beast blows up the OD. Lunka says, nah, he doesn't want to be here. Might be looking to get a kill onto the Wind Ranger, but she just wind runs out of there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fiend's Grip coming down. OD. DK stun. Gets X-Mark voted. And just misses the torrent. Tidehunter still level 4. A nice bushwhack coming out onto 2. Sleep onto the Tidehunter and they'll be looking to back off maybe? No, they're looking for more stun onto the Silencer. Ringmaster ulti pops. And a double kill for DK.
To extreme violence.
Sunstrike? Ooh, barely misses.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hoodwink looking to be cleaned up by Bane. Ringmaster throwing his knives.
Strange to say,
Just missed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are
Radiant
positively
looking to
glowing.
defend mid lane. Fortification has been used. No DK form for 15 seconds. And a haste rune. They might be looking for some action with this. Tidehunter still not level 6. Really needs to get that Ravage up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And this DK is
Has that
just
ever been cause for
way too
celebration?
tanky right now. Looking to take this mid tier 1, tier 2 tower, excuse me.
Dire's structures
No fortification to save this tower, and the tower will go down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Radiant looking to
Someone
pressure
must
top,
be very pleased with themselves. Is being attacked like nobody's
and
business.
Wind Ranger might be going down here if she's
Dire's
too
top tower is under attack. Must I
hasty. Shackle shot, Sunstrike, followed up with a power shot, and she gets caught out with the blade mail. Global silence coming out onto, well, everyone. And Kunkka will be TPing out. Well played by the Radiant.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Silencer trying to steal the Wisdom Rune, but we'll get punished for this.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're just standing there waiting. Some friendly BM coming out. Ringmaster. And a grip onto the Tidehunter. Tidehunter will be falling here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Bushwhack coming out onto the Invoker. Banished. Might be able to kill the Invoker here. Gets slip saved by the Bane. Global silence coming out, and Silencer will fall.
To extreme, Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kunkka almost has enough just to be able to kill the Ringmaster, but Strongman tonic, tame the beast, almost goes down to his own spell, and a sleep into Sunstrike will finish the Kunkka off.
Dire's top tower has fallen. I could have predicted this.
Tidehunter does have his Ravage up. They do spot the Wind Ranger standing over here. Wind Ranger with a blink goes in onto the Silencer. Shackle shot, focus fire, and X marks the spot. Both just gets caught by the Bushwhack into both, and the Wind Ranger will go down. In return, Outworld Destroyer does die mid lane due to Bane Fiend's grip and the Invoker Sunstrike.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top
Hoodwink
tower is
scurrying
under
away.
attack.
And they might be finding the Bane here. Kunkka gets slipped.
Radiant's top tower
Meteor Hammer lands onto 1, Silencer, Shackle Shot on Ravage onto 3, Global Silence, and Dragonite looking to join here. Oh! Bane just gets saved by the X marks the spot. And that's a full team wipe from Vegaro. Grass is green. Grass is green indeed. And to some people, it's blue.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See, I told you.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Seems to be the
To some people, grass is yellow. Tornado Sunstrike onto the Outworld Destroyer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meteor Hammer lands onto the Silencer. DK jumps in. Silencer gets finished off by the Power Shot. Damage saved. The DK. And the Wheel of Wonder will finish off the Outworld Destroyer.
Tower is under attack.
And Bane Fiend's Grip coming out onto the... Oh, and he dodges it with the X marks the spot. Hoodwink does go down. Wind Ranger finishes off the Tide Hunter.
Is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things.
Vegaro looking to clean up the racks over here.
Is under attack.
They do have a Ravage up soon.
That Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No boats though, they do have Global Silence. And then also OD Sanity Eclipse coming up soon. X onto the Wind Ranger. No follow-up damage. Sunstrike onto the Silencer will clean him up. X marks the spot onto the Wind Ranger once again. And Strongman Tonic is there to save him. Pushback onto the DK. Tide Hunter looking to Ravage, gets slipped and Shuffle Shot. Banish onto the DK. Will of Wonder will finish off the Outworld Destroyer. Buyback coming out as an Outworld Destroyer. And Kuka will also go down.